welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Chelsea, and if you're new around here, we like to do beauty related content on this channel. If that's something that you like, then please hit subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, then please click on the little bell and you'll be notified of every time that I upload. So we're back in a proper little setup. This setup isn't finished yet. I still need my mirror and my lights to go on the wall, because I like that background light. But I've got my two new LED lights on. So we've got an exciting video today, and we're going to be testing out and playing around with Arttitude Cosmetics because I was fortunately put on their ambassador list for their YouTube, and yeah, they kindly sent to me a box full of goodies that we're going to play around with today, including some brand new products as well, which I'm really excited to try. So if you want to see the things that I got from them and also watch me play around with their products, then please stay tuned. Feels like I haven't sat down to do a proper YouTube video in such a long time, and it feels weird. So yeah, so open up this package. First of all, I've got a lovely little card here from Rooks, and it says, "Hey Chelsea, hope you love the little selection of goodies I put together for you. Thank you for your support." And it also says, "I've put together a little PR package just for you. I've carefully selected some of our favourite products that I think you're going to love. Thank you for choosing to support my small business. It really means the world." And I have a discount code which I'll pop on screen. It's ChelsB10, and this will get you 10% off of the website, which I'll link everything down below. Yeah, so open up this package. First of all, it was really cute. Like, they've even got the Arttitude Cosmetics ribbon, and that was wrapped around the box, and I just think that's a really lovely touch. I'm a sucker for packaging. So first things first, I got 4 pairs of lashes, which is so up my street as well. So the first pair is called Empress, and this is what they look like. Just look at that curl. I do love a good curl, and I like the fact that they've got like a very thin but translucent band as well, so these actually look very natural even though they're false lashes. And then the next pair, so this is Drama, and they are very dramatic, but you know me, I love a big lash, and that is what they look like. Very black as well, which I love. And then we've got these two as well, but they don't actually have the name of them. Just luxury lashes with a 3D blend of synthetic fibres for added volume, resulted in the most wispy, guilt-free vegan lashes yet. So I think these are all vegan. Yeah, so these are all vegan, which is amazing. These, I absolutely am loving these, because that curl, I don't know if you can tell, but that curl is such a beautiful curl, like literally like lash extensions. And these ones are a little bit more natural, but they're still quite long. So they're a little bit thinner on the inner corner, and then they're a little bit thicker on the outer corner, if that makes sense. But that's what they are. Then next we've got an eyeshadow palette. So this is Colour Splash, and it's a highly pigmented, easy to blend, long-lasting colour palette with 18 beautiful shades designed especially for all of our colour queens. This beauty is made up of 3 unique textures, including mattes, shimmers, and super luxurious diamond eyeshadows. 12 buttery, easy to blend mattes with a buildable formula to create super intense high definition colour, 4 gorgeous reflective shimmers to add 3-dimensional texture, and 2 super luxurious diamond eyeshadows with real crystal microparticles for dazzling shimmer to add that ultimate sparkle, which actually sounds really good, to be fair. And again, this is 100% vegan and cruelty free. Open it up, look at that packaging, it's actually crazy, and it does look like a really beautiful colourful eyeshadow palette. And one thing I do actually really like about this palette by first looking at it is I love the way that it's laid out. It's not all over the place like some palettes, and even though it's got a coloured background, it's still quite simple. So my small brain can cope with this, and then I'll be able to get more creative, because as you can see, it's got like, it goes down. So you got your mattes, and you got mattes, you got a shimmer there, so there's some mattes there, and these are all shimmers except this one. But yeah, it just goes down. It's very colour coordinated, and that's what I love in an eyeshadow palette. And I love the fact you've got a mirror into it as well. It's a really good mirror, so we'll play around with that. And then some new products which I'm really excited to try. So first of all, we've got these liner brushes, and as you can see, some of them are itty bitty. So we've got like a square one, and then we've got a very tiny one, and also another small one as well, which seem like they'll be really good at applying. New Split It Painter's Paradise palette. So this is a water activated liners and paints, which is super pigmented and long lasting colour with 5 different different formulas and 16 different colours to choose from. The possibilities are endless with our Split It Cake Liner palette. It really is a painter's paradise. This palette is every artist's dream: 5 gorgeous mattes, 4 metallics, 3 UV neons, 2 UV pastels and 2 duochromes in a brand new split liner format for endless possibilities. This sounds amazing. I'm very new to the cake liner trend because I don't know, I always get scared to do it, but I've been wanting to try it for ages, and what better palette to use than this one here. Unreal. These colours, especially these duochromes, so there's the duochromes I assume, and they just look incredible. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch all of these and then we'll be right back. So these are all the colours swatched. Please excuse my rubbish swatches. It was a little bit hard doing it like that, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I actually really impressed by them. Really good colour payoff. They seem quite easy to use as well, considering I am a beginner with cake liners. So I'm interested to see how these will work on the eye. But yeah, I only needed like a little bit of water and they were well underway. So I'm really excited to be playing around with these products today because this is a UK indie brand. And I don't think I've really tried any UK indie brands before. And I did say that is something that I really wanted to try this year. Really wanted to try some more indie brands. So I'm hoping the quality is as good as what people say it is, because I am a sucker for falling into like the mainstream brands, all the new launches, etc, etc. So I went off camera and did the other eye, and well, my first eye, and this is what I came up with. And considering this is my first ever time using cake liners, I don't actually think I've done that bad. These eyeshadows, chef's kiss. They are so pigmented and they've blended out like a dream. So let's go ahead and do this other eye. So first things first, I'm just going to use my P. Louise Ruma 2 eyeshadow base, obviously, and on my brows I've got the P. Louise brow balm and the Mochaccino pencil, and I'm just using a P. Louise 7071 brush. Anyone would think that this was a P. Louise channel, right? And I'm just going to carve out my brows with this and also pop all over my lid and bring out a bit as well for my eyeshadow base. So I always plonk it on with that brush, and then I'll always go in with my cheap fluffy brush from eBay just to make sure it's all blended out. So now I'm going to go in with the Colour Splash palette, and I'm going to go into Midnight, which is the black shade here. And let me tell you, it's a bloody good black, that's for sure. So I'm just going to take my P. Louise 264 brush, so just a very small bullet brush. I'm just going to go into the palette and I'm just going to create my outer shape. I mean, just look how pigmented that black is already. This is a very good black. You can always tell a palette is good by the way that they do their black. They sound like Make Me Out Misser. So I'm just pressing in that shadow at first, just so then I've got the pigment there. And it is a very much trust process. So now we're going to go in with Grape, so this purple shade here, and I'm going to use a P. Louise 198 brush, so just a very small tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to pat over the black and then beside it. So with this palette you do get a bit of kickback in the pan. I'm not too sure if you can see, but that stuff doesn't really bother me because I just know that these shades are very pigmented. And I haven't really been getting fallout down my face, and that's because I put on a good eyeshadow base. So if you put on a good eyeshadow base and press on your shadows and always tap off excess, then you shouldn't really get fallout down your face. So we're looking pretty crazy right now, but now we're going to go in with the pink. So this hot pink here called Candy, and I'm going to take my P. Louise 118 brush. And I'm just placing that on top, but also going into the centre of my eye in my crease. Then the last shade that we go into is blush. So this very light blush shade, it says it all in the name really, doesn't it? And again, I'm using the P. Louise 121 brush, so a large fluffy brush. And this is going to be like your transitional blend out kind of shade. And I'm just gonna... The only problem is this shade seems quite hard to press, but I don't know if that's just because it's a light shade, so you have to proper wiggle it in the pan to get some colour payoff. So there are colours laid down, so now we're just going to go back and forth the ladder technique, which is what I always say, so then we've got the right amount of pigment that we want, and we've got our 4 brushes as well. So I've already gone into the lightest one, so let's go back into Candy. Now let's go back into Blush, and now let's go into Grape, Candy, back to Grape, back to Blush. I'm really trying to wing it out as well. And then to the blacks and Midnight. Now I'm mixing Grape and Candy together, and just gonna pop that next to the black here, ready for when we put on our shimmer shadow. Okay, so we look a bit crazy, but it will all come together in the end, I promise. And now we're going to go into the shimmer shadows. So I'm going to go into Rose. It's this really pretty pink shade. And at first I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm going to plonk it here. It's like a really gorgeous Barbie pink. And then I'm also going to go to Moonstone, so this silvery shimmer shadow, and put that on the inner corner. And then just tap between the two so then they blend together. And I'm also going to take a P. Louise 7072 brush and go back into that Moonstone and just highlight my brow bone with that. And then I'm just going to take a very thin angled liner brush. This is a 125 from P. Louise. And I'm going to go back into Midnight, so the black shade. And then I'm just going to do like an eyeshadow liner. Such a good black. Okay, so now we're going to go into the scary but fun part. So we're going to use the Split It Cake Liner palette, and we're going to be using this very pastel blue and then also this pinky shade here. And to use that, I'm going to play around with the new liner brush. So this is the smallest one out of the trio. I believe you can get the bundle of those 3 brushes and the cake liner palette for a good deal, which would be worth getting if you're into doing your cake liners and stuff and liner work. So I'm just going to dip my brush in the water. I'm not going to be able to speak for this bit, but first of all I'm going to go in with the blue. This is hard work, you know. Okay, that's not too bad, although it did smudge a little bit there because obviously it clears my eye. But when it dries, I can just use a dry spoolie and it will be fine. Now the pinky side. Right, they are sisters, not twins, okay? I'm just going to go back into my black eyeshadow. Right, so this eye is a lot better than this eye, that's for sure. But I'm actually really happy with how this has come out. And I love this colour combination as well. So I'm just going to go finish off the rest of my makeup, and then I'm going to pop on some lashes. I don't know what lash style to wear. Don't know whether to go with Empress or these ones. I think I'm going to go with these ones. So yeah, so I will be right back to show you the finished look. So this is the finished look. Let me know down below what you think. I actually did mix as well a bit of mint and Moonstone together for this inner corner, and I am living for it because this mint shade, that is calling my name. Look at that. How stunning is that shade? That would be a really nice summer colour as well, which I think I might do next, maybe all over the lid or something like that. And also you got this lime shade. Look how pigmented these shadows are. Let's do a few more swatches of shades that I didn't play with. Really good quality pigmented palette. I'm really impressed with that, and I really like the cake liners as well. It's something that I personally need to practice with. However, the formula worked very well. It was very pigmented as well, and yeah, absolutely love that. And I love the range that you get as well, like that cake liner palette. I don't think I need to buy another cake liner for a while, unless I had like a specific colour in mind, because that has all the colours that I need. And these lashes as well, they're very natural looking, but they're very curly, they're very comfortable and lightweight, and they're really pretty. So yeah, overall I'm really impressed with these products. I think I'm actually going to buy the Golden Phoenix, I think it is, the Golden Phoenix palette, because that has got some actual duochrome shadows in which look stunning. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget as well to head over to Arttitude Cosmetics website, which I will link down below, as well as all these other products, and you can use my code CHELSSPEED10 for 10% off the website. It's not an affiliated code, it just gives you a discount. And thank you so much to Arttitude Cosmetics for sending me these products, because they are amazing and I can't wait to do some more looks for them. Yeah, if you want to see some more looks, make sure you comment that down below, and hopefully I shall see it in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!